Oh, and immediately something else. Nice. Well, let's get started with the story. Let's talk with Varshan. Currying flavor. Their eyes light up as you approach. Lilia, 'tis good to see you. Have you any news from old Charlian? We've yet to hear from Y'shtola regarding her search for the means to return to the void. I must confess that her silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Estinian has such excessive energy that he's been helping to train our soldiers with a Nari grumble? What? Oh, with Nari, okay, like without a grumble. Got it. As for Zero, have they just been eating apples? Is something the matter? No, Lilia paid us a visit, and so I am appraising her of our recent developments, or lack thereof. Are you heading somewhere? I, to replenish my aether. So apples. Would you like to come? An invitation from Zero? Sure. Rare, but most unwelcome invitation. Timely, too, I might add. I myself was thinking of venturing out into the city. It would be my pleasure to join you. Will you accompany us, of course? Then come. Come. Then I have an errand to run at the bazaar first. I should probably turn the music back on. It is deathly silent. Whoops. I love the music in this game, but when you're just running dailies constantly, it starts to drain you. To the bazaar. I'm also going to apologize for all the pop-ups for anything that sells in the market board. Also, I'm not a fan of that song, or of this song, other than that one part. I'm picking up some more spice. Mirrorhide told me to do so before my next visit. Mistress Zero has quite the tolerance, you see. The sisters know we Hanish are fond of spicy food, but I doubt any of us could keep up with her. With just the spices they normally have on hand. The Mihan can't quite satisfy her, which is why I'm happy to provide what they need to achieve such righteous flavor. Now then, variety being the spice of life, perhaps you'd like to choose some extra spice to blend in with Mistress Zero's usual. It'll help to keep things interesting, what do you say? Fine by me. You can appreciate the nuance in this world's substances far better than I can expect. The election of spices. A colorful array of spices peer out from the hempen sack. Lustrous crimson and aromatic black corn, little red husks, or coarse yellow flakes. Let's go with the little red husks. These tiny little give off a citrus-like scent. Perhaps they will imbue the dish with a little zestier note. Sure. Ah, fine choice. But don't take my word for it. Here, have a taste. Zero may wish to observe your reaction. It will be considerate to sample this in her presence. Cool. You tentatively place some of the spice on your tongue. Tingling, tangy numbness grips your mouth. Your reaction speaks volumes. That will be sufficient then. Always a pleasure, Mistress Zero. Do give Marehyde my regards. Alright. This place is so colorful, I can never tell what's a door and what's a wall. For the longest time I went around that door thinking it was a wall.
My usual, please. But with this spice.
So apples,
Of course,
though, right?
Zero. It would be my pleasure. Well now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it. There would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
How much spice?
Very well.
It would be like doing one of
A
those.
full kettle, then.
It would be like doing a spice challenge.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once. And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps. Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
I want to see the reaction. I'm not the biggest fan of spices. I like a good bit of spice here and there, but
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
I am so interested to see how my character handles it.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzathan, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body. Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
Quite.
In the beginning, this land was no more than refuge for me. But now it is my home, and the people of Radzathan my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation, and naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us. What many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante. As I found...
Nope.
I still do not understand what made me feel this way. Nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
Turn on auto-scrolling text.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek.
Don't know why that got turned off, honestly.
What is going on?
What's happening?
Compliments of Mistress Zero, the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart.
Oh boy.
Oh, by all means, I'd welcome the challenge.
You're gonna regret those words.
Sisters have mercy. The smell alone is... Ah! It burns! It burns!
Those Hildebrand animations coming in real clutch.
To better maintain the facade, the alchemist ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food. However, I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
Apologies for the delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Relax. I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this. Come. Let's replenish our ether.
Good thing I'm a tank right now. I'm still standing. My whole life flash.
I trust you have eaten your fill. I shall have Marit prepare a meal for us to take to Estinian. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment. By this hour, he will have retired to his chambers at Magaduta. Come, let us pay him a visit.
To Megaduta then. How many patrons are on the floor? We got all but I think one. The spicy curry was left slightly. Don't skip. The slightly curry was you left slightly flushed, and your heart set your heart racing. Whatever challenges await you, you were ready to face them head on and with feeling. Also, jeez, my shit's selling real quick. Might need to make a trip to a retainer to add more. Was not expecting people to still be buying that, but whatever. Guild is guild, and I will always accept more. Spicy curry. Circulation. What was... I didn't realize I had a buff on from that. Welcome back. Master Estinian? Yes, he's just returned to his chamber. I shall happily escort you. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Estinian, are you there? We've brought something for you.
I enter.
Estinian? You good? How many people have waited to see Estinian shirtless?
Squid masala from the Mehane. I thought you might enjoy it.
Masala, eh? I'd prefer my squid dried. But I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks. Idle as I am in our sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
Shall we disrobe as well?
No. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make himself presentable at once, I am sure.
I can't. You know, Zero, Estidian just has that effect on people, like...
At last. We've been looking for you.
My friends, tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Orionge's assistance.
Hey!
Ishtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Ashdaya are on the moon of the 13th.
Alright then.
Unlike here in the Source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory. Having once been and according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound.
Interesting.
All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the Source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th.
Makes sense. And that's...
Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Orionge's counsel.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
Oh, that's good. I won't have to do Excitotron to get them to open
I
a gate.
presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil. A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage.
Okay.
The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether. After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the Brand's imprisoning Zodiac. And we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
Makes
I
sense.
see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
Mm-hmm.
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
Damn right. I have no clue who this character is. I know some people are like, oh my god, it's Golbez. I have never played another Final Fantasy game, so to the moon! The Dark Throne. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. Oriange. Oriange wishes to depart at once. Right then. If one and all are ready, then let us set forth our preparations to... we have preparations to complete. If I may, I beg a moment to exchange this vessel for its grown counterpart. It is in keeping with the alchemists of the High Crucible. Why, of course. We shall accompany thee hither, and hence begin our journey. Okay, to the High Crucible, where I'll pause the recording, make a quick pit stop, and drop off more stuff in the retainer because, hey. And we should be going again. Dun, dun, dun. Ba, 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 ba. Just chuck the rest of the crafted materials on the market board because, like, apparently people are hungry for them, which I don't understand why. I haven't seen a recipe that uses them. My apologies for the delay. This is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, no doubt. Allow me to explain Y'shtola's plan in greater detail. Everyone gets their head nod? Yep. 0? A blink? That works. As you know, we seek to open a void gate in We seek to open a gate on the moon that we might gain direct passage to the moon of the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the moon, we must needs accomplish 2 tasks. This first is to procure the subsequent quantity of ether and subsequently deliver it to the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon land's essence by way of Telophoroid spires. Such a method, however, does pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of our world. Thus must we seek an alternative means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that the portal onto the moon was placed under the supervision of Ilsebrand Contingency. If we would employ it in to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. I should believe they would not refuse us, should perhaps we should concern ourselves with the Aether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source this vast quantity? Aye, a likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing, and there I shall reveal more. The man of many secrets. Just run. I was thinking, I could teleport. I don't particularly want to hit the load screen and then hit another load screen as we're teleporting over there. Boop. Aether. Airstrip. Again, thought that was a wall. Although present and accounted for, excellent. We shall travel to Charlotte, and henceforth seek the nearby Isles of Ham. We're looking for the Isles of Pork, everyone. Near unto the surface of this isle do the rivers of Aether converge, and the churning energy of its confluence is released in the ways of geysers. Originally, the Ragnarok was powered by the Aether harvested from the Isles, but, as well you know, an alternative power source was ultimately found for our vessel. Passage onto Ultima Thule to the very limited limits of existence was factored by not less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isles of Ham's vast Aether deposits remain untouched. We may help ourselves to the energy provided we are able to secure the Fuhrum's permission. A lot of going around and getting permission this time around, huh? Yet again, needing permission. Is nothing straightforward in this world? Such is the nature of politics, I fear. And as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have officially disbanded, no longer are we recognized collective. A somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Unfortunately, however, there is a recognized and respected body unto which we might provide the students of Valdesian. Bloody Christ, my brain's not working on that one. Until arriving in Charlian, let us seek forth our friend in the annex. My brain was like, Baldishkanin? Like, no, come on. Oh, okay, I think there's a cutscene here. Welcome back, Lilia. What brings you here today, and with such colorful companions? Greetings. On this occasion, we are coming in seek of the students' assistance in a matter of some urgence. In that case, you'll want to speak to Krile. She's in the main hall sorting through our archives. There's a visitor with her at the moment, but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourselves in. Into the main hall. Also, here, have a cool 500,000. Like,
Well now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends.
As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though you are welcome to call me Vitra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erenfield occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see. From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
That's nice of him.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Kryl fair warning. Hence my visit today.
Fair warning.
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
No, it isn't guildship business, but rather... homecoming.
Okay.
But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I'm in the way.
Far from it. As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage.
Doo-doo. So it's this one time with Golbez and this other time.
To that end, we require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Ham. We came in the hope
Is the Isle of Ham.
how it might best be procured.
An invasion from the 13th? Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
In my line of work, yes.
You have a knack for finding trouble. If Gleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession. It's true the Isle of Ham is a veritable font of ether, but as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction, only a privileged few get to set foot there. I myself haven't.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether, we'll need to secure the Forum's permission.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating a grave threat to the world. As representative, I hereby pledge our full assistance.
Sweet.
Now that it's official, you may leave the politics and paperwork to me. Our operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
We are truly grateful.
Yeah, thank you, Kryl.
If I may.
Oh.
According to the original plan for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Ham was to power the Ark. Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics of this endeavor?
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Nor do I think any Gleaner would. You might have better luck asking someone involved with the Ark's construction. Margaret, for instance. She's a researcher in Charley and Hamlet. I met with her for a job recently, and she mentioned working on the Ragnarok's propulsion system. You could do worse than to seek her out while awaiting the Forum's verdict.
We may well do just that. Our gratitude for thine advice, and may this threat be but a memory upon thy return.
You're quite welcome. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
I best start drafting our petition. Go on and find your researcher. I'll contact you as soon as we've made progress.
Let us
Sounds
leave
good.
matters here to Mistress Kryl, and hie ourselves to Labyrinthos.
To Labyrinthos.
Right then, time to put our best foot forward. Oh, a pity you can't tidy yourself. I should have had Ishtola enchant you when I had the chance. And what have we here? Later, Kryl, later. You've work to do.
Future storyline. I'm interested. Righty then. To the Charlian Hamlet. We must make for the Isle of Ham. I shall have my pork for dinner. Alright, and this way. There's also a bear waiting for me to play. A visitor? How delightful! If you require assistance, then ask away. It so happens you've caught me in post-deadline bliss. Forgive the abruption of our inquiry, but 'tis our understanding that thou art charge of the Ragnarok's propulsion system. We should like to know more of how the ether harvested at the Isle of Ham was to be stored and transported to the Ark, if the disclose of such information. No, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that could store the ether, just like you use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple but quite brilliant construction. They rival even crystals from their etherical capacity. A pity we never got to use them. Ah, how muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large, and our eradication we extricate ourselves from a waist-high mire of work, only to end it chin up in another. I was at one with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation, but now I'm truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? Why, I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on the knife's edge of failure. I feel she is slightly lost. She has gone off her rocker. Jesus. Okay. We are glad for you. Quite. On the subject of ether tanks, do you know what became of them? What did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. Oh, but I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now, looking for a fellow wearing an outfit that screams, I've been on vacation and you haven't. Are the writers trying to tell us something? Writers, you good? Very well. Then we shall seek out your conspicuous colleague on the offline. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret. And look after thyself. Come, let us seek out the individual attire. Suggest recent furlong? Alright, we're looking for the Hawaiian shirt. Where is he? Hello, has anybody seen a man in a Hawaiian shirt? What did I say? There's so much less of a crowd here. The face that launched our teeny tiny toy boat. How have you been, Lilia? Able to catch a bit of rest? Yeah, we're looking for some ether tanks. You know where you can find any? Well, if I don't know about ether tanks, my name wouldn't be Burgott's. Then who in Burgott's name would? Born right in me own workshop they were. A pleasure as always, Master Quickle. I trust thy respite proved rejuvenating. And then some, but I won't bore you with the details, at least not without a drink in me. So, why is I interested in little tanks? Permit me explain. So, we've got a bet going, and we're gonna make Justinian chug a shit ton of ether, and we're gonna see if we can't rocket him to the moon. I see, I see. Think I've got the long and short of it. It goes without saying, but we all owe you more than we can ever repay. If you need our ether tanks, then they're at your disposal. There's just one problem. You need the forum's approval to set foot on the Isle of Ham. Were it up to me, I'd just ship you out there, and... But, that a lot can't wipe your arse unless you accommodates the, particular motion. Procedural motion. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate. Thigh thump with thighs, Master Forshall, and Scholar. What a surprise! Pardon the intrusion, the forum has deliberated your petition, and we decided to deliver our verdict directly. I would hope that the matter of pandemonium has not been overshadowed by other concerns, but that's a discussion for another time. You have been granted special dispatch to travel to the Isle of Ham for the purpose of ethereal extraction on one condition. On account of the rich aether deposits on the isles, the isle is home to throngs of vicious animals. We ask that you cull such creatures you encounter. Sounds easy enough. That's all. Given the vast amount of ether you seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Baldessian and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude. And we felt expediting your request was a suitable way to repay it. A debt of gratitude. We have taken the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Ham. Your vessel awaits in the Scholar's Harbor. Then I'd better get those ether tanks loaded into the airship. We'll be ready to take them where you need them, assuming it's safe. I should head back to the annex. Should you need anything else, do not hesitate to call. Alright. Oh my lord, they're buried in there. So that's nice.
Bound for the Isle of Ham. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect.
That we are.
If you're ready to depart, then so am I. Just say the word.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Good old Graha. Ah! Thancred!
Forgive me my delay.
Thancred? 'Tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Urianger tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face. And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee.
Get the death glare.
Of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
Right there, with everyone accounted for, off we go. The Aether font is now accessible. Hell yeah. Aether font down at the bottom. Oh yeah, we got all the new. Alrighty. Ooh, I can't wait to see the armor set in here. Ooh. The Aether font. Why do we have a trio of bears clapping? Well, I'm ready and equipped for here. And we're off. You. Oh, I think I was still in that, but oh no, we got a white mage. Never mind. It's all gonna get stunned anyway. Let's get going. Okay. I can never tell with that sometimes. Like, is it gonna go off, or is the white mage gonna get that stun off? Oh, nice. A glacier shifted off to allow us transport over. What would happen if that didn't happen? Like, would we just not be able to progress through here? Pop that on. Runs out. Pop that on. And try to pull this a little bit closer together. getting there. Again. What the? Oh, it's got like the rows and rows of, oh, that is, oh, sweet. AoE? Magic AoE. Hide breath and it turned away. Oh! Half room cleave. Body slam? Okay, we got piles of ice. Going to explode? Yeah. Alright. Another body slam. Seems to be a very AoE heavy. Oh, these are gonna be. Yep. Oh, look at that 30 yom increase. Ugh. Trying to keep it so you can keep your positional there, and I can still get hit with that. There we go. Okay. Thank you for recentering. I guess the small ones go off first? Yep. Ow. Okay. Oh, and tidal breath. And new armor. What do we got? Jewelry. Oh, my nose is so stuffy. Jewelry and a hat. Can the Viera wear it? No, they cannot. God. Glad to see nobody wants it. That. Get over here. Yeah, probably didn't need to waste that, but whatever. I still got Rampart for the next pull. More stuff. Ooh, Caster's Greaves. Pop both of those. And we're just gonna, oh, never mind. I was like, well, we're just gonna stand here, just like take a bunch of damage. Alright. And it's probably gonna get a little dicey for a minute. While I'm waiting on other cooldowns. And we're fine. Die, random crystal beast. Die, other random crystal beast. I have a very, etheric zipline. Interesting concept. I can't see it because my hotbar is like right there, but... Hey, there's the crystal bear. It's a very small arena. And he's off-center too, that's... slightly annoying. Lightning Leaf. Oh. Never mind. I'm going to him. Yep. Interesting. Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. I'm just gonna... There's the tank buster. I was like, this is gonna tickle the bone maybe, but guess not. Get out. Oh. Okay. So here I was gonna say I thought he was gonna be a frosty bear. He is absolutely a lightning bear. Oh boy. You know what? You know what? Good thing I don't have him centered. Jeez. I can't be in that. Oh my god, there's a DPS using a tank buster. This is... Oh, where do I stand? Where am I supposed to be standing right now? How have I not gotten hit? This is... ridiculous. Okay. And he's like almost dead too. Like, okay. Oh. I feel bad for Melee in that fight. Jeez. He's off center. He's constantly moving. Yikes. More, got aiming boots. How do the boots look? Ooh, actually not bad. And of course I don't get them. I don't know about you, but that looks like a massive aether wall that I can't get past, so I'm just gonna take this group and stop it here. I still have 5 seconds of that. Slightly over-mitting, but... Healer seems to know what they're doing. Compensate for my stupidity. Everything hit for 10% less at the moment. Thank you. Oh, everything onto the bridge a bit more. There's always 2 enemies. 2 just bulkier enemies. Odd. Hey, and this is the last room. Wow, this is actually a pretty short dungeon. Like, stuff hits decently hard. What was that one? Massive Kraken, yep. Oh, wow. Octomammoth. Also, this doesn't look like a normal arena, does it? It's not like a normal, like, circular arena. Ooh, Pants of Bending. Not bad. Yeah, it's not. Interesting. Alright, we got her in here. Kane, come on. There we go. Pop 2 just for some extra little protection at the moment. I thought they were facing directions, and that was here. I don't see a tentacle here, so oh, they're okay. There's a single square that gets. And oh, it's not his entire hitbox, it's just that red line around him. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I'm with the last breath one being like halfway, I'm getting back here. Yep. Back this way. Telekinesis. Yeah, looks like we want to be here. Man is lucky to be alive. Oh, damn it. Oh, lag spike. That's from my end. I never want to be on one of these endlands, because then I lose options of where to run. Well. Hey. Nice. Was not expecting Octomammoth as the final boss, but that was fun. I love it when the team's experimenting with newer mechanics. Especially doing like not just always telling the AoEs, but like giving you like a hey, there's a tentacle here that just came up. You may not want to be there. Pants, and then apparently I can just double click? Ah, it's in the actual accommodation window. Got it. It's not like a click on the party thing. Got it. So that's the new update there. Instead of going clicking in, clicking confirm, you can just double click the person. All right. That is a lot of aether. How many trips do you think we're gonna need to take?
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once. Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished. I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger.
Yep, all good. Worst case, I hit them with a provoke and they can just wail on me for a while.
Where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided it ain't too far.
We would need them transported to Garlemald, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way.
That would work out great.
I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
Neat. Did you really need to, like, take them off the ship then, if they're just gonna suck it in through the air? Or maybe it would have drained the ship.
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
Ah, but it's good to have you back, Dadcrid.
Why would you say such a thing? You are not bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust. I remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it? It had no place in my dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriates betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time.
As long as you don't stab me in the back, I trust you for a while.
Aye, absolutely fine.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows. But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Indeed. The client seeketh archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Mm-hmm.
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down, hmm?
New plot going on. There are two types of people in Final Fantasy. Love it when stories going on in the background. It's not only us to, To not only allow us to use the tanks, but to arrange for transportation to Carlamal besides. Blessed are those of the court, blessed are we to count, the Lalafell among our allies. Unto thee we must give, also thanks to Thancred. Must thank Thancred, for coming to our aid in such short notice. Please, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call me again. Till next time. You may enter the Aether Font using the Duty Finder. It's time to proceed to the next stage of the plan. With the tanks transporting thus arranged, our first task is complete. We may now turn our attention to the second. With obtaining the blessing of Ilsaban's contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel the energy onto the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Glass, where we may present our petition to the commander. Ooh, that's a nice looking shield. What is that one from? Is that from, It was all fire, so is that the new... It wouldn't be the weapons, because you'd have to wait like 7 weeks for those. Or I guess it's a paladin shield, so I don't know. Hard to say. I gotta know. I gotta know, what is it? Manderville... Shield of Divine Light. Ah, so it's the Heidelin one? Bastard Sword of Divine Light. Camp Broken Glass. Now then. I really didn't get to see much of the dungeon gear. It was only like the pants and a couple pairs of boots. A little disappointing. I was hoping to see like a chest piece. Or, you know, a helmet that actually went on Vieira. Lilia. Allow me to personally thank you for the assistance during the recent Void Scent incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in the matter of great import. Why, you see, there was this one time we're gonna strap Urianger with the Aether tanks. Indeed, we appreciate your consulting with us instead of taking until action. It is no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only on the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. Though we have yet to re-establish a governing body, we've provisionally referred to those who remain here in Gallian's community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Gallians, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulations. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by anima is still flesh. If the tower was suddenly light up again, it would be a cause for duress and reopen old wounds. Better than facing a mass invasion by Golbez and his void-sent hordes, surely. Of course we acknowledge the gravity of the situation, as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet, were we to convey our warning to the public, many simply do not understand the working of magics or the rift. They would struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Haven't these people seen Voidsent with their own eyes? The soldiers, yes. The civilians, maybe not. Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in the cold. A natural thing to do might you take them to a fire, yes? But what if the person's sole experience with fire was being badly burned by it, and they harbored an acute fear? Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity of the warmth it offers, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggression and lash out. So, like the fire of torments this individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We must speak with Alphino and Alize and with the report, and establish with the rapport they have established with the Gallian people. I dare say we can provide ourselves a valuable insight. In the meantime, Urianger, might I ask you remain here and oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation? Just pull everyone down to the subway for like the 20 minutes we need. Oh, look. I am glad to see you, Lilia. Petra has explained our present dilemma. There is no unfounded concern that the Gallians might take poorly to the reactivation of the tower. That's putting it mildly. Many would be up in arms over it. Trust in Elsbach contingents is fragile enough. We must needs to tread lightly, or we jeopardize everything we've achieved. Trust again. Well, it seems to me that there's naught to do but to ask with the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend ears to their concerns. Then perhaps we can bring workings toward a compromise. In that case, I'll take you meet with the community leaders. They're at the station called Sonatas, near the Septuple Imperius. I would be honored to speak with them then, though it would be prudent to learn where people elsewhere stand as well, but that I will leave to the others, save Zero. Might you accompany me? I'm sure those in Trapper's Den would have their own opinion. Alphino, you may, I may drag you along. Terminus will leave to you. You are no stranger to these people here, so it should be take a little prodding to convince them to speak freely. And it's settled. Once you've learned of what you can, let us meet in the Forum Solus, where we'll have what I hope is a proactive discussion, or a productive discussion. Ugh. Again, two types of people. Malleus? Activate the Tower of Babel. Are you out of your mind? That abomination transformed my friends and family into monsters. I can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. If you want to do something for us, tear the bloody thing down. Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the proud... I mean no disrespect to you or yours, but shouldn't the Garlean people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though if we dare speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions, cut our rations, or worse. No. Forget I said anything, please. The Tower of Babel. But what's it got to do with the Void Scent? I can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much for us and for Garleans. If you say it's necessary, then it's good enough for me. Has no one really taken that down yet? It's just, covered in blood. Fretting lady. Fie, that tower isn't right, I tell you, all those magics. Years ago when I lived in this province, locals razed our village to the ground with the stuff. Made things appear and disappear, fly and burn. Can still see it when I close my eyes. You've done good for us, dear. But let's not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. No, stop it. The tower is evil. It'll turn us all evil. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Well, like it's a necessary evil to activate the tower. I'm sorry. Julius is on his way with the others. I hope you found the people more receptive than we did. Not really. I found one guy who's okay with it as long as it deals with the Void Scent. Ilya, may I present to you Lord Ganius and Matthias, magisters of our political council. They have been spearheading the effort to establish a new system of government here. When we raise the subject of the tower, they insist that we speak no further until joining joined by representatives of the Ilsebad contingent. I see Afno and Alize have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some are present. We simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The Terror is a manifestation of Garlean ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the imperial family, and it will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we have had to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid. And now you propose we reactivate it? Nay, we have had enough. Garlemald of old may have fallen, but if she fell into civil war to her own people, not to Eorzea, nor to another land. We came here to assert an unequivocal claim to the territory. Garlemald and all that lies within her bounds is beholden to no one. So, when the Void Scent gets sent here, they'll just rip you apart, and then, you know what? Since their excellences are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to the terminal. I'll also instruct Alphino and Alize to speak with them. By your leave, my comrades and I would speak with the residents of the Sonatas. Though the Ilsebad contingent hold the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes to reactivate it, and thus I think it meet that I present it for this discussion. Yet my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires, of their dreams for the future, I sorely lack. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I wish only to identify common ground, upon which we might build a relationship and see us overcome our differences. Very well, but know that the guards will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. If that's settled then, you should all head to the Sonatas. I'll join you there after I see their excellences safely to the terminal. Why don't you just, let them wander in the snow a while? Like, I get having contingent control that be hard for some people, but like, it's an evil fucking tower. And if shit spawns in there, I don't have any faith in you. Hell, even the contingent had the doctor in there. For the Hildebrand questline. He was still mucking around in there, building up an army of shit. Like, think the unarmed Garleans would do any better? Here's Sonatas, a temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence it's tightly secured. I am given to understand that outsiders are not normally permitted so much as a glance inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. I hope it'll be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero, as do I. To begin, I propose we split up and ask the residents of their views on the Ilsebad contingent and the current state of affairs. We would also be do well to learn more about its enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I might believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. pile of crates. Stockpile of assorted supplies bearing marks indicated they were provided by the Ilseberg contingent. The Enclave is clearly reliant upon the Alliance's aid. Kind of figured, because like you're not going to grow anything out here unless you're operating greenhouses. You want to know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this, our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life, what remains of it at any rate. I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. Barrels of ceruleum. You recognize large casks as very same that you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum from Lapis Manilis. Why they are at the Sonatus is unclear. Well, they're used to fuel these lamps. How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside aid. But, be that it is, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. The people don't want to be beholden to others forever, and there's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Cool. Do you guys understand the danger that the tower holds? And, like, your military has basically disbanded? It had trouble taking down a couple of Voidsen. Finishing touring the Enclave, have you? Have you been able to learn? Much the same as me, they accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbor a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should have rejected it. How many times must I tell you, it's absolutely out of the question. Is there a problem going on? What's going on? We were wondering the very same. We came running when we heard the shouting. Is aught the matter? Oh no, I was just trying to explain. Perhaps you can clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns Magitech weapons, which run rampant throughout the Regio Underpass. Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend ourselves against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we propose the elimination of all mechanica that loitered near the supply route. But you heard him, they refuse to even consider it. The magistrants have already spoken on this matter. Rampant, or no, those war mechanica are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who is to say they are so dangerous as you attest? It has been suggested that it's supposed to... It has been suggested that this could be pretense to scavenge Magitech materials for your own ends. I know not if that is the case, but the fact remains we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculations by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous. But they have spoken, and unless we want to inflame tensions... Julius, why aren't you a leader yet? You're like the only level-headed person that I've met with the Garlean. How complicated relations become when not grounded in a equitable arrangement. An equitable arrangement, of course. Well, do I understand the difficulty of your position? As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I must first speak with Commander Lucien. May I take charge in this matter? By all means. We go out, we scrap a bunch of the things, and you guys get the holding over the scrap. Win-win. Easy solution. Our people stop getting attacked, and your people get to use whatever scraps to make repairs on other stuff. Let us return to Camp Broken Blast and we could discuss the solution and believe will be satisfying for all parties. Also, stuff running rampant while your soldiers sitting in a safe bunker. Yeah. While the other guy has to make trips for you. Fucking ugh. Ugh. All I have to say. And they called us savages. Welcome back, all. I pray there have been positive developments in your efforts appealing to the Garling community. Quite the opposite, actually. But there is a method of which I believe all will stand to gain. As such, I intend to propose a trade agreement with between Razat and the people of Garlemald. Okay. Please continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. That they are able to survive thus far is thanks to the Ilsebrad contingent, or rather, in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. It is no surprise that some Garleans are loath to engage with foreigners for fear of indebting themselves further or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement, one that will restore them to a sense of agency after having been forced to rely upon charity. Easier said than done. What exactly did you have in mind? Long have Garlean and Razat Han abided by a treaty of non-interference freely. Have we traded with one another, and I wish but to continue this tradition. We would provide your people with such supplies as required. In return, you would grant us leave to use the tower, as well as share your Magitech resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more ceruleum to fuel them. This you will process in abundance, and for it you will be dutifully compensated. Razatan culture will be enriched by your Magitech wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Or Garlemald will collapse and Magitech will disappear. Only hence both sides keep the interests of each other in mind, and an equitable relationship be forged. It is a practice I once thought I understood, but have come to appreciate all the more in recent days. thanks to the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Guardian, I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Rosethand were to take the initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relationships with us. If you see the sense in my proposal, then I ask you join me in the negotiations at Terminus. Your support may be instrumental in winning over the lords, who seem to be stuck in their ways and don't realize the danger they are in. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. I have learned all that I may regarding Tower's operations, so I too shall what? I hide myself. Okay, to Terminus. Arianchi, please. Stop using old world vernacular. It hurts me. It hurts my brain. A little bit here and there doesn't hurt. Tis and thou and stuff like that, but like, oh my god, when you start to go to Hue? H-I-E? I don't... Hi? Like, what? A crowd you may have brought, but the numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by right, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it is not intent to infringe upon your rights of people of Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. As Satrap of Azadhan, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. Listen here, you old timer. Like... The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lord. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure the means to replenish our coffers, and the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. 'Tis true we do not want for Magitech and Ceruleum, and foreigners currently will be needing to process such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, but I can see its merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You serve the Emperor. We're proud patriots, yet you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant? Like you, I weep for those that we have lost. But we are to rebuild Garlemald. We must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense, utter nonsense. You are a traitor, and you will be, there will be a reckoning. Oh yes, when the people of Sonatas learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. Lord Matters, wait, it isn't safe to be out there. He's gonna get attacked by Void Sent, and he's gonna need saving. Calling it now. Hey look, Bun Boy's back. Oh, let's do this. Why is okay, why does the half-naked Bun show up instead of like anyone else? It's far too dangerous for civilians to be outside alone. We must go after him. Let's leave matters here in Maximus's care while the rest of us join in the search. If Lord is bound for Sonatas, we must be able to catch up with him in Rigo Urbanus. I pray he's not come to any harm. Oh, I hope we find a corpse. People like him who are unwilling to negotiate, even for the betterment of everyone around them. It's just like, grow up. Look at what you've lost. Everything here has been destroyed. You'd rather sit in the ruins and not do anything than actually, one, accept the aid of the alliances, and two, accept a trade offer that's actually like a good deal. You are under attack. Runaway satellite. Well, I'm killing 3 of them. So, those rampant machines... I'm alive? Unfortunately.
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless, and I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Aye, so long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Just let us activate the tower. I have a much
Ulyss,
bigger
wait.
fight.
I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrates safely back to Tertium.
Don't worry, Magistrate. Uriange's wit is as sharp as his cards.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Hmm. He needed to hear the words from a countryman himself. There was no other way a foreigner was going to change his mind.
Perhaps? Chilly, standing around here.
Yeah, we want to go the other way. We're going to reconvene. We'll just trail kind of behind.
So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns. During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search for means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not have learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately I was undone, overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
However you'd like. I know. Hug, a handshake.
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
Aww, she's making friends. Do do do. I really need to do a New Game Plus just so I can fight Xenos again. I miss him. Thank you. I feel at last as though I found the answers I sought, and I owe it all to you and Julius. Right then, I expect the others who are already made it back to Terminus. We should join them. Yes, yes we should.
on, please let this be close to the end. I want a trial. I want to fight. I'm so glad I am to see that you've all returned, none worse the wear. Various representatives of the Guardian community have gathered, and here, in this very moment, I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable. I do. And as I pray forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier, I am ashamed not only at my behavior, but the place of the burden of negotiation solely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know that we've brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation with the people of the Trapper's Den. Some reacted quite strongly once we explained that it would be to prevent another Void Scent invasion. However, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. Yes, the flesh in their minds. I tagged along to deliver supplies of ceruleum. Have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who never keep to themselves in the Sonatas are here. Ahem, my friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I am pleased to inform you all of a joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Razad Han. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Razad Han will provide us with supplies, which shall be equitably distributed among the settlements of our nation. Kid's like, okay, can I go play? Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but a trade, a bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect, and it is a mark of significant steps towards rebuilding our nation and regaining our true independence. Razad Han holds Garlean technologies and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that through this arrangement, our peoples will enjoy a mutual beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather round to hear the particulars, that you might convey them to those elsewhere. Really? Do I have to listen to political babble? Oh look, it's female Euless. I'm circling with the mouse, but it's not showing up on stream. Recording. I'm not streaming. So, burdened by hardship and trauma, we, the people of Garlemald, that they are unable to imagine a brighter future. Ah, brain, please. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by the virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel. A rather timely development given the Aether Tank's impending arrival. Once the tower stores have been replenished, we'll need but await Ystola's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Then we can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alphino. No need to worry about no need to worry. Devote all your energies onto the mission into the void. As ever am I in your debt. You are good friends. Aw, she's learning. Let me click Ariage. Back the shot.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Ishtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may.
Right then, let's gotta move on.
Ere we set forth, however, Ishtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Ashdaya from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
You would have me go in my true form?
That would probably be for the best.
Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon. To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzed Han, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Ashdaya, I would entrust her eye to your keeping.
It's so weird that you can just pull out a dragon's eye. Ew, gross, gross. It's squishy and it's wet.
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Ishtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
In Mare Lamentorum, then. Go well.
Lamentorum, got it. Oh god, everything's loading. to the moon. Do enjoy Garlemald's music. It is very foreboding.
I took the liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Sweet. Also, I was expecting it to be me having to read it.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
Yes.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other.
Yeah, I bet.
Stola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a voidsent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Containment seal? Then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it.
Oh, nice.
We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for voidsent of any persuasion.
Yeah.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
Right then, let's go fix some brands. Shouldn't be too hard. The Watcher was repairing them while they were getting broken, so like... To the first brand. Something tells me that we're going to end up here. Now then, to the matter at hand. With the Watcher's assistant, we shall reforge each Zodiac brand and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling voidsent. Yet though we expect it to be effective against large beings on the account of its original purpose, there's a chance that it will allow lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense, and I believe the Loperit's supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Urianger, Lilia, with the two of you, have a strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Living Way in Bestborough, providing any assistance you can. I will join you as a void sent. My knowledge may be useful. An excellent idea. In the meantime, let us... the rest of us will see to the reforging the brands. I will send word when we have finished. Pray you do the same. So this is probably why I saw a bunch of people sitting on the moon here. Bum, bum, bum. No, not sure why they were there then. I saw them all sitting around the Aether. There you are. Y'shtola has appraised me of your present undertakings. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye, our unrivaling combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case of void scent containment. In case the void scent containment seal of hers proves lacking. As we see, my fellows are rounding up what units they can, and will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there. Just make sure it's in this room and not the adjoining one. Now then.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
Sleeping way.
Contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush! Even now, as we pursue new dreams, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always. Right, so, we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with void scent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends. Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment, and who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
I believe I would make a better instructor. Not only have I fought void scent, I am one.
Well, don't just stand there. Engage! 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 Engage!
Ew.
That'll do, that'll do!
How many did she break? All the ones that didn't flee.
Bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into void-sense slaughterbots! Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrades' enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement... we just might be able to do it in 2.
Oh god. Ryanje?
This I leave to you.
God damn it. The Loperit's eyes twinkle with anticipation and awaiting your buoyant extralation. Hit them with a rally. Alright. 1, sleeping away. Get up. Engage! Engage! Oh, sorry. Was in the midst of... Oh, forgive me. The sight of the precious parts seemed to be strangely smooth and sleep-inducing. But I'll keep moving. Mapping way. What a marvelous feeling. There's nothing like a wild of encouragement to fire you up. Singing. Where's repairing way? Where's he at? Shimmy on, not less than... Why did he spit out music at me? What? Oh, thank you very much. You don't know how uplifting it is to have encouragement. You encouraging us. I mean, oh, showing us proper technique. Keep your supporters peak efficiency. Living way, please. Everyone's in high spirits indeed. Thank you for your encouragement. We'll have the supporters up and running again in no time. Ray, attend to your remaining busy work and leave the duty of our new and improved void-sense slaughterbots to us. Go Bez, go Bez, go Bez, go Bez. I wanna kick his ass.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands. Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
Nice. Never mind, Ryanji's right here. The brands are ready, I presume. Excellent. With the Loperits having deployed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin Y'shtola post-haste and prise upon the gate. Prise open the gate. Oh my god, it's way down here. I'm guessing everyone was standing around the trial entrance. Another 250,000. This has been a very, very profitable day, and he's here. My thanks to supporters. With all this, all is in readiness for the ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alphino and Alize in the tower to channel the moon. Once we have amassed a sufficient amount of energy, Urianger and I will begin the incantation to open the Void Gate. If all goes well, a tear will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place the content seal. That is all. If there are no questions, let us begin. How do I activate the seal? Ishtola. Okay, but like, is there a button I press somewhere?
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
The moment of truth.
So how much ether was in those tanks?
By the sisters!
Urianger, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate.
That is a beam. Jeez.
A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
Right, you never told me how to? Good thing these have ley lines set up all around them to just activate. Yeah, making a void tear that big's probably gonna tire you out.
Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
Well, considering it was meant to hold Zodiac, I think we'll be okay. Even in a weakened state. Hold on, let's see.
What an enormous gate! Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
back to the void with you.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
Ah, there we go.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
Go team.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures. Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth, to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Let me add him.
Upon my back, I shall take us to the gate.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
Unto the void once more.
You'd be trickers if you didn't say that I was going to. Watch us hit the barrier and just bounce off. Well, now.
This is the moon of the 13th.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
Okay, so it isn't just the lighting, it is a red moon.
No void scent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground I leave to you all.
Well, best of luck. Don't get captured. I can't mount here. Okay. Estinian, do your elven eyes see anything? The surface of the moon is grim, shaded of crimson. Consequence of the flood of darkness, perhaps. See that one there. I don't see that point over there, so it's gonna be way over there. No matter how you strain your eyes, you spy no signs of life in all directions extended a destitute waste without end. Let me guess, we have to go over to 0 now and look at the inside of the crater to find out his base is down there. You hold your breath and anticipating to catch a glimpse, to catch a faint noise. Save the sound of your comrades, there is nothing. So far you have failed to find any clues as to Ajdaya's whereabouts. Perchance 0 has noticed something you've missed. You mean in the crater where I would have first looked? Considering, like, I can see all of this and see nothing? Oh, don't remove. On the sword, Zodiac was being held there, so...
The chasm has caught your attention as well.
Mm-hmm. I can even see the throne from up here, so...
There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the Cradle of Darkness on Owl Moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered. But it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
Considering the structure down there, I think someone got to him and took that power.
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee.
Don't dive in without us. Don't you? Okay, good.
Climb on, my friends. Hastaya is here, within this chasm.
Okay, good. We're getting off of his back before he gets taken out of the sky. She still yet lives. That's good. I have come to rescue thee.
You were entrusted with Ajdaya's eye, were you not?
Hits the barrier, falls into the abyss.
esk es I nesh I gol ak. So this is indeed Golbez's domain.
Golbez, where are you at?
Kis arn in.
Es fil ud in. Ein an in.
Sis?
Is this so? Then much time hath passed indeed. It doth feel like only yesterday we were fighting void-sent hordes, and the men of Alag had unleashed Mera City. Spite Satian, like this world to strike hard.
Kai ros an, K ul K darn morn, dis an, Kai an, na stra an.
Nar tal kin in eyes. Athan endran esk an.
This is nice. Where is Golbez? You can catch up later. We need to find Golbez before he gets the drop on us.
Ta hes an elgon osk in. Ses kidir in an, kasta an. Sta in es katao, tai an, es an stra in sorn.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
Ern el, mis head in ud.
It's this, isn't it, Hog? Of course, to keep this spell. So his defeat should serve to unravel it. Would it be suffice? What I know.
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
Perhaps, in order to sustain the magic, he cannot travel far from this place. He doth prefer to send minions to carry out his will, but on occasion will himself ascend to the moon's surface. And every time without fail, he will visit the same location to the south. Something of import lieth there.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Let's hit him where it hurts. Dark Throne, Dark Throne, Dark Throne. Abyssal Dark, close enough. The others have begun to search for clues. Let us do the same. I'll take charge of this area. You can see to the south. Surprise, dragon! Search for any points of interest. I found one. Hey, I think Golbez was out buying more red dye for the moon. Whoops. Have I been supplying Golbez with paint for the moon?
A Memoria. But whose?
Break it open, we can see. Or I could just use the echo. I keep forgetting I can just see that, can't I? Wait, is that Golbez and this his friend?
You have lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to say in your defense?
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools. Like you would-be heroes. Aye. You do well to keep a close eye on each other. It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand. You'll see! Oh, yes. You will.
In death, may your soul find salvation.
I can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You're a nobler man than I.
Now come, we are all shaped by these dark times more than we would like. I choose to believe that these men know peace and plenty. They would not have been consumed by mistrust and avarice.
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones. Oh, her? She's like you, I hear. Hunts Memoriates taken by darkness.
Well, well. A kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious as you.
Is that so?
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Even when we share the same goal, we can't overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era.
Only a precious few Memoriates remain who cling to the light. Would you... would that we could have won her over?
We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already, and another person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron!
Like, that sounds like the voice of Golbez, but the guy that we're seeing through it looked like Golbez stole his armor?
Had another vision of the past, did you? What? I was in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this Memoria is...
One of the two of them.
So, you have come. You who would oppose our crusade.
Tranquilo.
You. I know you.
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say. 'Tis impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form, but to remember your past besides. But that is of no moment. You are the Memoriat who vanquished my minions, correct?
And what if I am?
Then I would bid you join me. As a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you? More like fight as your pawn. It isn't me you want, but my power. And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon. But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself, and for those in whom I trust. My friends.
I see. A pity. It is for the dragon that you have come, yes? When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity.
You're two dragons.
Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished. Your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
Okay.
The darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent.
Thou must flee.
Arise, O Shadow Dragon, and obey!
Well, I hope you're glad that you got to talk to your sister one last time before I have to put her down.
Kill him.
Oh, we gave her back her eye. Not your sister anymore. Might be able to do something afterward, but right now, fight for your life.
Keep our guests occupied.
Oh, go the other way. We have to fight Golbez. We take out the leader, we take care of this all, and god damn it, Vitra! You had one job.
Save her, I beg thee. Save my sister.
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong, that dragon, and you. Face me.
Rest assured, I need no invitation. I'll deal with you. Oh, I love that.
Accursed light. You, who have ever basked in its warmth, could never understand our envy, our agony. You will not deny us our release.
Fun, he just denies my light right there. It's a solo battle. Yeah, I think I found my point of interest. Old cast Dias. I'm gonna see if I can't main tank this. If not, I'll top tank it. Whatever. Most people have a hard time pulling aggro from me unless they're in full Savage Raid gear anyway. Knight in black. Gold.
Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear. Come, warriors from beyond the rift.
Look at this. Whatever. I'll off tank it. But we're going.
Oppose our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny us salvation. This place shall be your tomb.
Storm feels like... Oh, this is a tiny arena. Oh, never mind. We're going this way.
I will free us from the wheel.
Crescent Blade. Want to be in? Oh no, just half room cleave. Hello, Hades.
I will suffer no obstacles.
I don't know, like, this arena does seem small, right? Like, I'm not crazy.
No matter the foe, I will stay the course.
What?
Let lightning surge.
So far, only the Tank Buster has been unavoidable. He hasn't done any, like, raid-wise, which are interesting. Binding Cold. I'm just gonna keep moving. And just Frostbite.
Such is your power.
Trying to keep that healer alive so he can keep getting reses.
Servant of shadow.
Dire Shadow.
With a pistol dark and hero's blade, I bring my people liberation. You shall know true terror. Dragon, hear me and obey.
Here we go again.
Crush them.
Shadow Crescent. Ah! Don't be close.
Bathe them in black flame. My meteors will extinguish your light.
Right then.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Gale Sphere. I feel like I want to be in. I think I want to be on this side. Oh, I want to be in here, over here, everyone is now. Exit flares. And out. And yes, Dancer, please stay behind the boss for the love of all that is holy. Okay, ow! That one tickled.
Come forth, my
Oh, wrong button. Yep, and magic bone. Yeah, don't stack. That would be disastrous.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Sphere. Don't be around, I won't get the second bow. Cool! 50%, and it's up to I should have gone healer.
Dragon, hear me and obey.
Should have gone healer. I should have known. Anyone who could be a safety Dorito. Are you kidding me? Can you... The cast bar. The cast bar. Read the cast bar. Oh.
This place shall be your tomb.
Why?
I will free us from the wheel.
I can't... I'm sorry, I can't help stupid. Like, come on, guys. Crescent Blade. You see him turn a random direction. And...
I will suffer no obstacles. No matter the foe, I will stay the course.
Yeah, that last one tickles.
Let lightning surge.
Some blade, everyone get behind. Fun thought. Don't stand in front of the boss. That should help everyone else stave that off.
Come forth, my servant of shadow. With official dark and hero blade, I bring my people liberation.
Black hand. Style shadow. I should have had a red below 3. Anybody? Like, just die, Dancer. You're a detriment to the Fitzgerald pop. If you're going there, I need to be.
Will extinguish your light. A raging gale to rend you asunder.
I'm about to quit this group. I'll come back in on healer. And a group that actually understands mechanics. See this man. He doesn't do that many raid wides.
I will free us from the wheel. Where my rhyme kit blades.
And my animations are stopping. Una, I swear to God, if you run out in front of that, like, there is no helping you.
No matter the foe, I will stay the course. Let lightning surge.
Lightning Spark is just a move around AoE. Don't stand still. Press and play. Get behind. Both healers caught in that, really? Binding cold.
Such is your power. Come forth, my servant of shadow. With a
Please tell me that's the last time we're going to be hearing this line. I am so tired of this. This is not a hard fight at the moment.
You shall know true terror.
That's a hell of a move, though. Dire Shadow. Shadow Crescent. If you haven't figured it out by now, Three need to go to this tower, one needs to go to that tower. And then
Extinguish your light. Raging gale to rend you asunder.
Christ.
Look to the heavens for your doom. You wretch.
This is nothing. Bring it, Golbez.
My servants of shadow. Let lightning surge.
Lightning Spark. Just stay on your feet and keep moving. Don't know why I'm trying to protect Uma here, but
hopefully res more people that can actually be useful. If you're just gonna, I don't even sit with that. Don't even sit with them. They don't want to. They don't want to be there. Don't sit with them. Like.
Dragon, hear me and obey.
Crescent Blade. Like, the fact that you guys haven't figured that out yet, I'm not dealing with that, no. Like, I'm sorry, but like, how... It's not a hard fight. At all. Like, yeah, okay, expecting, yeah, 30-minute penalty, whatever. I'll pause this here and get back to it in 30 minutes, because, like, that's so dumb. Like, Una's, like, literally just standing in front of the boss, throwing. Alrighty then. Oh, music. Ugh. Whichever one wins, which is gonna take 2. There we go.
If you would oppose our crusade, then come.
But
know that none shall deny us salvation.
We should throw the fairy away because it won't be needed.
This place shall be your tomb. I will free us from the wheel.
Oh shit. Oh my god! Look, do you see that? All but one dodge that. On the first go around. Oh my god.
I will suffer no obstacles.
No one's getting hit that time too? Oh.
No matter the foe, I will stay the course.
You spoil me.
Let lightning surge.
That's pretty prepared to move. Ooh, you greeted for that cast. Feels bad. Ooh.
Such is your power.
There we go. I can remember to keep Bolissa.
Servant of shadow. With abyssal dark and hero's blade, I bring my people liberation.
I'm not even gonna say it because I'm gonna jinx it again. Waiting. Quick Indomitable. Oh, it's so nice this is going smooth. Please don't hug me with yeah, about there.
My meteors will extinguish your light.
Focus healing. Focus healing. Then we grab.
To rend you asunder.
Yep.
To the heavens for your doom. You wretch. Servants of shadow. Let lightning surge.
Shit. Got it. I get it. Cool. Nope. Okay. You got that. I'm gonna save my mana for a minute. Here. Pop sleeve. Fucking shield real quick.
Dragon, hear me and obey.
Shadow, that's fine.
Look to the heavens for your doom.
Ah, okay, so that's how that works.
Where my Rhine-caked blades. This place shall be your tomb.
Terror Stomp, please throw it in the other corner away from me. Thank you.
Crush them. Render unto me your all. My meteors will extinguish your light.
I'm trying, you guys. I'm... Just gonna kind of burn that up a little bit.
Come forth, my servant of shadow. Let lightning surge!
There we go.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Oh. Well, I have to waste my Swift. Seems like you can move in kind of like a small square pattern. Trying to rescue you out of that, I'm sorry.
Dragon, hear me and obey.
I'll just wait.
Look to the heavens for your doom.
Here. We'll do that pattern.
Where my Rhine-kissed blades. This place shall be your
There's a storm. Why did that get stopped? I don't think I was moving. It's interesting that Terror Storm doesn't get increased. Out. I literally just rezzed you.
Render unto me your all. My meteors will extinguish your light.
Undo. You.
Come forth, my servant of shadow.
And it's just going through the motions over and over until we're done here.
A raging gale
So, okay.
asunder. Be gone!
Glad I shielded that. That would have tickled otherwise.
Nice. Look at that! A team that understands how mechanics work in this game.
Even my blade. So, this is the limit of my defiance.
Alright. I want to give that to the Gunbreaker for that clutch save and stealing the... stealing aggro. Only 2 comms. Feels bad. Yeah, they took... both tanks took that with like... took those tank busters with like 4 or 5 bone each. Jeez.
Are you alright?
Yeah, he's a bit of a pushover when I go healer. And look so out of place for this shit.
What's happening?
At last, the moment is at hand.
Huh?
You may have bested me, but not quickly enough. Too late will you look to the chasm. You've won the battle, but I win the war.
I still do not understand what his plan is. Feature, get your ass up.
I beg of thee, let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether. In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty void scent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it. From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge, one who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld. Zeromus! Awaken!
No matter how powerful, a void scent can be sealed in Memoria. Damn it. It's too strong.
armor-warding scales may not hold. Not against a void sent born of Zodiac's ether.
We must retreat. Everyone to me.
I'm gonna have to do some research to figure out what this beast is. I was wondering what was going to happen after we defeat Golbez, but was not expecting that. Chuck on proper outfit for this ending. We're back safely, at least. Dark Throne. Your story is relieved to be back in the source. In light of this development, that we escaped with our lives is an accomplishment unto itself. Would that we could have anticipated Ashtaya's yearning to return home could be manipulated in this fashion. Alas, we must now contend with a newborn void sent hell-bent on breaching a rift. The one with such prodigious strength, Zeramos is unlike anything I've ever seen. So named of an ancient hero, as Golbez says, though none can say if there's even a sliver of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in hopes that his champion will do that which no one could in the Contra Memorial, save the world. But a true hero would not damn another world to save his own. And we're not about to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup. Loath am I to admit defeat, but we are in no state to face a void sent of Zeramus's might. Feature, not at least of all, in mind and body both, but for now let us return to Razat Han and take stock of the situation. Very well. Lilia, might I trouble you to head to Bestway's Burrow and appraise Urianger of the situation? The rest of us shall tend to Vitra's wound before returning to Razat Han. Pray join us anon. Why am I doing this? Those are fates, I don't need to worry about those. Well, world's screwed. Ah, Lilia, thou art returned. I am pleased to say it hath been blessed uneventfully in your absence, but more importantly, what of your mission into the void? Shit's fucked. Heavens forfend! That Ashdaya should be birthed into a dreaded void sent born of Zodiac's residual aether. Although we could not have predicted this outcome, there is a small mercy the void sent containment seal as we employed self-same brand that at once imprisoned Zodiac. In its creation, its seal should serve to hinder Zeramos. Yet for how long, none can say. For our enemy's strength is unknown whilst the barrier has erected in haste. Thou shalt rejoin our comrades anon to deliberate these measures. Then I shall remain here to remain vigilant over the seal. Should we observe signs of impending incursion, rest assured I shall send word on without delay. Do, 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. Ba-da-ba-da. 2 Megaduta. Where hopefully we can finish this off. Because it's been almost 4 hours. Ah, Mistress Lilia. We've been expecting you. When the saw trap and your commanders returned earlier, I couldn't help but notice that they were in low spirits. I hope it's nothing too serious, but forgive me. You must be eager to join them. Would you follow me? Yeah! Just our impending doom. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Do you remember Ciriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of Voidsent that dwelled in my domain?
I believe so. Yeah, one was the many screaming faces and the other was...
Ciriato devoured Farfarello. And in so doing, he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a Voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer. And when a Voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more. That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Azdaja. And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a Voidsent could be born of Zodiac's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say?
Since we hastily put it together, it
I
should
see.
hold for a time, but...
If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Azdaja's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light.
Oh, hey.
The question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
In like 4 or 5 months.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
Wait.
Oh?
Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Fine by me. Come on then.
Don't have too much fun, you two.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessel, I shall attend what preparations I may.
Oh, I was enjoying that music. Ashtai is my sister, and I long to have a dream of saving her. But if I am to do so, I must become that better than I am. Blessed though I am to have you and your comrades, I cannot as well ask you to lift me up every time doubt and despair creeps into my heart. I won't falter again, this I swear. I will hold fast to my conviction, Lilia, and I pray to you, pray that you will stand with me to the last. Meanwhile, on the moon of the 13th. Meanwhile, somewhere completely different. I'm just waiting for it to swallow Golbez.
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured? It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing and the pain.
Yeah, I knew it. He took
As I promised you then, I promise you now. They shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It was the guy with the sword, Durant, and he's going as the guise of his friend, I'm guessing. From light's embrace to shadows deep, a world to save, an oath to keep. And you win us and you die us. Well,
Thank you for whoever decided to join me. This has been great, other than that first group. That just... like, it's not a hard mechanic. It's... like... boss turns away from you. Come on, guys. Like, just don't be in front of the boss. Alright, anyway. Thank you for joining me. Catch you in the next one. Bye.